All right, we're going to call the finance meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need a motion to adopt the agenda. Moved by Carabelli, supported by Duge. Please vote on your iPad. All right, who hasn't voted? Okay, that passes 11-0. Motion to approve the minutes, August 23rd, 2017. Moved by Carabelli, supported by Duge. Comments, questions? Please vote on your iPad. And this is the second one? Yeah. Okay, motion passes 11-0. Next is the hearing of the public. Does anyone wish to be heard? Does anyone wish to be heard? Seeing none, the hearing of the public is over. Department recommendation, adopt a smart millage rate. We'll have Director Smigiel come up, and before he starts talking, I'll seek a motion. Moved by Sauger, is there support? Support by Romano. Okay, go ahead.
John Martell, the CEO of SMART, for the county board to approve the...
How's that? Is that better? What you have before you is a request from John Hertel, the CEO of SMART, to approve the December 2017 millage levy of 0.9903 mils. This is a standard item every year. The voters of the county approved a 1 mil millage in August of 2014. Every year, SMART requests whatever portion of that millage they feel they need for their operations in the upcoming year. Generally speaking, they always request the full millage. And they are, again, this year subject to a Headley rollback. So, again, the millage being requested is 0.9903, and they're requesting that the board approve that to be put on the tax rolls in December of this year.
Thank you. Commissioner Myjack.
Thank you. Steve, just one question. How much money does this 1 mil bring into SMART, roughly about?
I don't know that as I stand here.
Could you get that to me, either
Certainly.
Phone call, email?
Certainly. Yes.
Just for my information. And just FYI for the board, I was here a long time ago in '95. That was when public voted to, first time voted for a SMART millage. FYI, that was like 0.33 mils back then. About 10 years later, it rose to 0.6 mils. And then now, a couple years ago, they increased it to 1 mil. So that's just FYI information for the new commissioners. Thanks.
Thank you. Commissioner Carabelli?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The information that Commissioner Myjack had requested, could you also provide to the board the 2015-16 numbers, meaning how much was paid out in 16 for that, how much was paid out in 17, and what we anticipated to be in 18? Because we all know that the values of the property have gone up, everybody's paying more taxes, so in turn they're taking more money in.
Correct.
And I'd like to see those numbers, because I know they're going to be coming back to ask for it to go on the ballot again, and I'd like to get as much information.
Yeah, I can certainly. Yeah, I can certainly provide that.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, and before I go to Commissioner Gillette, the information that's being asked for, are you going to be able to get that by tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Gillette.
Just a quick history note and then an actual question. Commissioner Myjack noted that the millage increased most recently from 0.6 to a full mill. It was interesting to note, doing some research during the RTA debate, that ridership has dropped subsequent to us increasing the millage rate. So there's fewer riders despite the increase of the millage rate. But that's just a little note. My question is, why is it kind of before us today? What if we didn't vote on it, or we voted no? What would happen?
I think that in state law, you have to vote on it. You know, like Oakland County.
Would we be arrested if we didn't vote on it?
Pardon?
Would we be arrested if we didn't vote
Well,
on it?
I don't know
what
if
would
you'd be
happen?
arrested. They would not be able to levy the tax.
Oh, they wouldn't be able to
You're
levy it, huh?
correct.
Thank you.
As I understand. It's more of a procedural thing, but I don't think they could levy the tax. I mean, I can try to research that for you as well.
No, I'm voting no, thank you.
Yes, but if state law requires it, they might be able to sue us to force us so that it
Yeah, I
goes
don't know all
on the
the
ballot.
particulars.
I'd be
there.
curious if they could sue us to force us to vote yes and arrest you if they vote no. Or
I've dealt with issues that is the case, and I was angry about it. I'll tell you about that later.
yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's just unusual to have things before us that we're told we must do, but we have to vote on it. You know, I realize that happens. We have contracts.
I'm not going to
things like
disagree with you,
that,
Commissioner,
yeah.
particularly since the voters approved it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
seems like
odd
it
that
would
we
be
have
somewhat
to.
of an automatic, but I think
Yeah, it's an odd process.
All right, nobody else? Okay, sorry, Commissioner Smith.
Hi, Steve. Is there a time frame within which we have to vote on this where, in order to get it onto that ballot? I mean, is this something that
the ballot.
needs to be done today? Could it be done at the 14th meeting? I'm just curious as to what our options are as
it has
far
to
as.
be in time for it to be on the December 1st tax rolls.
So
So I don't know the exact timing.
That would be a
I mean, I
clerk.
can find that out too. We typically do it at this time of the year.
The ballot, I don't think.
Okay, I just didn't know if we were under the gun or we had to vote on this by tomorrow. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just wondering what the parameters are.
I can find that out too. We usually do it at this time of the year or September.
Okay, well, that's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. All right, thanks.
Okay, anyone else wish to be heard? Okay, please vote on your iPad.
This is to move it forward.
Okay, that item passes 9-2 with Drollet and Carabelli voting against. Okay, next we have a proclamation, and we just got this. It's a proclamation commending Luke Sittenauer for achieving the status of Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America. Moved by Carabelli, supported by Duge. Please vote on your iPads. Okay, that's not the 9-2, I'm pretty sure. That's what came up. Okay, that motion passes. Well, that's what came up. Item passes 11-0. Okay, Health and Human Services Committee recommendations. You just want to take A and B together?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Duge, supported by Lucido. Questions? Please vote on your iPad. Oh, I'm sorry, you have a question, Commissioner Carabelli?
Somebody here from Health and Human Services? What do you want to know?
What I really wanted to know is HSCB, I wanted to get more information about the letter we just received. Okay, that's it, thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Sauger.
Yeah, I got a question about this sale on Lillian Street. Who's the buyer?
I don't have that information, Commissioner. I can get it from Community Action.
Yeah, I wish you would, Steve, because what it's gonna turn out, I went by that place, what it's gonna turn out to be is a rental. There's no question in my mind about it. And you know what rentals do,
Yeah, I'll get that information for you.
okay?
Commissioner Duge.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just as a side on it, apparently this is the second person that bid on it. The first person bid on it, I think it was a couple of $100 more, and then at the last minute they pulled.
Okay.
So this is the second person going in on
But
it.
still don't know who it is?
I offhand, I don't know.
We got enough rentals in that city. So
Well-
anyway, just could find it out, Steve. Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you, Madam Chair.
No. Okay, thank you. Commissioner Romano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In response to Commissioner Sauger's question, I had the same question, and it was answered this fashion, and I have no reason to doubt it because we had the purchase agreements included in this. This is an investment company that is buying it. The original offer that was sent in was accepted. After they did the inspection, it was rejected, and then the second offer came in now, which was higher than the first, but it was also subject to an inspection, which I think they're waiting on, but apparently they've had it because they're looking for confirmation of the sale. In regards to your statement regarding a rental, in all probability, when an investment company, and I'm going back with a couple of weeks of business in the real estate industry, about 40 years of it, when an investment company buys, it's normally to flip the house out again. So what they will do is take this house, which I understand is in dire need of repair, interior and probably exterior, renovate it, rehab it, and then put it back on the market as a flip. So in answer to your question, Mr. What's your name again? Mr. Sauger? I don't think that that's going to happen. That's going to be a rental. I think they're going to put it up on the market for sale.
We'll put a dinner bet on that, Joe.
You got a deal. Thank you, Commissioner.
All right. Any other commissioners? Please vote on your iPad. Motion passes 13-0. Justice and Public Safety, we just have 9A, contract Image Soft Incorporated. Is there a motion? Motion by Leonetti, supported by Lucido. All right, yeah, are there any questions? Is that Commissioner Carabelli?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is this software going to be utilized between the courts and the clerk's office?
I didn't think so. I thought it was for circuit court, so that they could interface. That was the issue.
If I may, just a point of information. This was discussed when we had, was it JPS here? It was discussed at the JPS committee. This is software that's needed for civil cases that two judges, is going to be Judge Toya and another judge, I can't recall. They're going to use this type of software. It's a pilot program. Actually, I remember it was IT that came in and discussed it, I think. And so we had some discussion on it. It's a pilot program that's designed to get us ahead of the game for what's going to eventually be e-filing systems. And so Toya and another civil judge, I think it's actually Viviano, are going to be the judges that are going to utilize this. If this works, then we're going to buy it for all the other ones as it unfolds.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? All right, please vote on your iPad. Okay, item passes 11-0. Next, we have a correspondence from the Department of Roads. Is there a motion to receive and file? Moved by Gillette, supported by Lucido. Does anybody have any questions on this? Commissioner Sauger.
I just got a comment. The people in the south end are happy with Hoover Road and Shaner Road. Did a marvelous job.
Great, thank you, Commissioner.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yes, and we'll get Hayes next. Anyone else? Okay, please vote on your iPads. Okay, motion passes 11-0. Next, we have Infrastructure and Economic Development Committee recommendations. Moving there entirely by Drillette, supported by Myjack. So let me get to, I did it again. Okay, I don't see any questions. Please vote on your iPad. Item passes 11-0. We have Government Operations Committee recommendations, A and B. Those are the cases. Is there a motion? all two of them. Moved by Duge, support by Kraft. Okay, comments, questions, which I don't think we can anyway. Please vote on your iPad. Okay, motion passes 11-0. Okay, next we have closed session for collective bargaining. Is there a motion? Moved by Leonetti, support by Romano. Please vote on your iPad. And this is for collective bargaining agreements. Motion passes 12-0. Okay. Okay, so department recommendation, ratify the Command Officers Association of Michigan Collective Bargaining Agreement. Motion by Duge. Is there support by Sauger? Comments? Okay, please vote on your iPad.
It's saying select your vote. I got it.
Okay, motion passes 13-0. Resolution establishing the Older Adult Advisory Committee. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about what whether or not that's in there. Moved by Duge, support by Kraft. Do you want to speak to it?
Sure. I spoke to this earlier on last month about the board's ability and to form committees that will help us in anything that we're interested in knowing more about. I know a lot of other communities have senior advisory boards. I took some time, spoke with the executive, spoke with Rhonda Powell, at least explained to them that this has nothing to do with any county organization. We're not advocating any authority over anybody. This is strictly a board to advise us on issues that we find interesting about what's going on in the senior world. If anybody wants any help from it at any point, they're welcome to it, but this is so anyway, I pulled it off the agenda last month when there were some questions about it and some wording in it. We looked at the wording and we kind of revamped the mission statement and a few things on here just to make it extra clear that this is strictly a board function, that they're only reporting to the board and that they have no authority anywhere else. And that's it. I left it off last month. I put it back on this month with better, more clear wording on it. If anyone has any more questions, I'll be happy to answer them, but we've talked individually at some point about this, most of us.
Any questions? I don't see any. Please vote on your iPad.
Sorry, please vote on your iPad.
No, we give him one chance. If he's not quick enough, we just ignore him after that.
See, I'm still thinking about that other thing. I can't wait to get this meeting done. Sorry about that.
All right, motion passes 11-0. Is there new business? Commissioner Smith, Chair Smith.
Sorry, thanks. We just got the materials for the annual audit. I didn't want to put it on your desk and confuse everybody with everything. If you'd like to take them home and look at them, we just got them, but tomorrow we're going to be asked to vote on or to receive and file. I haven't really looked that far in advance, but all the material is up behind Commissioner Sauger on that counter up there. If you'd like to take one home with you and take a look at it, please do. Also, SEMCOG is having some sessions here on the 14th of September regarding regional transportation, and I guess it's a public input session. If anyone is interested in sitting in on these or putting their input in on the regional transportation, please see Mike O, and he will schedule you in there. That is it.
Anyone else? Motion to adjourn by Duje. Oh, public participation. Does anyone wish to be heard? Anyone wish to be heard? Seeing none, we'll close public participation. Motion to adjourn, moved by Duje, supported by Romano. Please vote on your iPad. Okay, I gotta get to the bottom of this.
Are you out of town this weekend?